ducts. Retroperitoneal is a term we apply to where the kidneys are. And what does that mean? Behind, and the peritoneum is the serosa. So they're behind the serosa. And that just refers to the fact that when you look into your shark, the kidneys are not hanging out. They're just buried behind the serosa on the dorsal body wall. Okay. So that's their position. The caudal ligament shows up as a term here. And that's mostly just so that you don't confuse it with anything else. It nicely has a pin in it. Is that what that's supposed to be showing? Or is the pin just there for?
Well, that was for the artery, but.
For the, it sort of missed the artery.
Yeah.
I would get in trouble if I did that on an exam. But right in the midline, you'll see this kind of shiny band of connective tissue, and that's the caudal ligament. And the point of it is just that this is not part of any of the stuff we're looking at. It's just there, and not to confuse it with the ducts of the kidneys and such.
Is there a difference between caudal? Is it post or just caudal ligament?
Caudal ligament.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no post.
The shiny one.
That's the shiny one. Let's see if we can see this female. Sometimes they show up more easily on the females because they don't have the archinephric duct. See this shiny thing running right down the middle?
Okay.
Okay, yes, that's right. Okay, so that's caudal ligament. Okay. Archinephric ducts, in general, yes, they exist, and we'll look at them in more detail in a moment. And the cloaca we already know. So let's go through then the male. And this is a male. What's this big thing here?
Testy.
Everyone agree?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's the testis. Okay. And it has a mesentery that holds it to the body wall, and that would be called the mesorchium. Okay. And if you look carefully in that mesorchium, sometimes you can see, and this is not going to be a good chart for it, but you can see little tiny ducts running along through the mesorchium, and those are the so-called ductuli efferentes that carry the sperm out of the testis to the archinephric duct. Okay. The archinephric duct itself runs along on the ventral side of the testis here, and this one's got a lot of blue in there, but if you see the white thing that's all kind of coiled up and convoluted, that's the archinephric duct. And have you exposed that on yours?
I've exposed it a little. I mean, it's easily visible if you.
Yours had it really good.
Thank you, it's not here.
I know, it's not here, sorry. I was just saying how good yours came out.
Yeah, here again, we can see it through the serosa, but it hasn't actually been quite exposed.
If you go ventral, caudally, I cut off a part and you can see some of it sticking out.
Yeah, there it is, like that. You mean? Yeah, I might just go in and real quickly. Let's just do this real quick. No, excuse me. We're going to just expose a little bit, if you don't mind.
Oh, that's fine.
Just peel away a little bit more of the serosa. You can see it more clearly. Okay. There we go. So you can see right here this coiled tube running along here. That is the archinephric duct. Okay. You see that right there?
Right.
Oh.
It makes
Okay.
such a difference when you actually see it.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to peel away the serosa so we could get a little bit better view of it. So what's happening is the sperm enter into the archinephric duct from the testis. They're traveling along the archinephric duct, and then this region of the kidney that you see this archinephric duct all coiled up on, this anterior part of the kidney, is called Leydig's gland, and that's the region that's secreting semen into the archinephric duct. Okay. As you go further back, the archinephric duct expands and turns into a large sac, which again, let's see if I can just peel away a little bit more. I'll save you another side that I haven't destroyed. Let's do that right here. And this large sac is called the seminal vesicle. Okay, and let's see if I keep going. There we go. Just want to make sure we can really see these things. Jack is being very nice as I destroy his shark. Okay. So what you'll see is at the back end here, there's a big sac. This is the seminal vesicle here. And maybe even get a probe inside of it. That might be too much to ask, but it's this whole thing here. That's seminal vesicle. And if we follow that back further, you'll see there's another sac that sits on top of it right here, kind of like a little pouch. And that is the sperm sac. Okay, so here's seminal vesicle running along this big pouch here, very broad in part of the archinephric duct. And then that's the sperm sac that sits on top of it there. Okay. Okay. So if we were to pass a probe down through the archinephric duct here and into the sperm sac.
Wow, you
which
could
we
do that?
Should be able to do. There it is.
Oh, that's so cool.
With any luck, that's where it goes. There it is inside of the seminal vesicle. And that's going to run all the way down, and eventually it would pop out at the tip of the urogenital papilla, which we are familiar with here inside the cloaca. Okay, so that's where these are all coming out.